Sharing Christ, sharing life, Blessed Hope Broadcasting Services.
Good evening. Our health talk today's topic is unintentional overdose of medications. Overdose of medication is a serious issue which is due to either misreading of instructions by the patients, using multiple medications with the same active ingredients, misunderstanding the dose of medications given to us. Overdose of medications may result in a bleeding stomach, nausea and vomiting, dizziness and convulsions, organ damage, and at times death. What are some of the examples of medications? For the purpose of this evening, I am going to share only on analgesics, that is painkillers. Paracetamol. Paracetamol is also known as Panadol. It is used for painkiller and antipyrexia to reduce fever. Codeine belongs to a group of drugs called opiates. It is used to treat pain, cough, and diarrhea. The hydrocodone is a semi-synthetic opiate used for pain and shortness of breath. Voltron is called sodium diclofenac. Brufen, ibuprofen, aspirin, and salicylic acid belongs to a group of drugs called non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. They are used for pain, fever, and inflammation. Paracetamol, as said earlier, cannot be taken with over-the-counter medication called Lemsip. Lemsip is used for colds and cough, and it's a combination of paracetamol, vitamin C, and phenylephrine, a decongestant. So when you pick up paracetamol, you cannot take it with Lemsip because Lemsip contains paracetamol. Otherwise, you'll be overdosing on paracetamol. Cocodamol is a mixture of paracetamol and codeine. So when you've taken cocodamol, you cannot take paracetamol. Like I said earlier, you will be overdosing on paracetamol. Codidramol is paracetamol with dihydrocodeine. When you've taken paracetamol, you also cannot take codidramol. Otherwise, you'll be overdosing on paracetamol. Calpol is paracetamol for children. Anadine is a mixture of paracetamol, aspirin, and caffeine. So when you've taken Anadine on the market, you cannot take any other product containing paracetamol. Voltron, called diclofenac, should not be taken with Brufen or ibuprofen, aspirin, naproxen, because they all belong to the same group of drugs, like I said earlier, called non-steroidal anti-inflammatory. Nurofen is a brand name for Brufen. So if you've taken ibuprofen, you cannot take Nurofen because Nurofen contains Brufen. Anadine is a mixture of paracetamol, aspirin, and caffeine. So if you've taken Anadine, do not take any medication containing aspirin or paracetamol. Otherwise, you'll be overdosing on those two drugs. Naproxen is paracetamol and Brufen. Once you've taken naproxen, you cannot take paracetamol and Brufen. Otherwise, you'll be overdosing on those two drugs. More tips on how to avoid overdose. Know your tolerance. Know the medications you can tolerate and know the ones you cannot tolerate. For example, some people cannot tolerate Brufen, Voltron, naloxone, or Nurofen because they react to it. So for every individual, you need to know your tolerance to drug or your allergies. Do not mix drugs. A while ago, I was somewhere and somebody took a medication with paracetamol and took cocodamol. That person overdosed on paracetamol because cocodamol, like I said earlier, is a mixture of codeine and paracetamol. Know the quality and the type of drug you are taking. As a clinician, people come to admission and you're asking them, what type of medication are you taking? And they tell you the yellow one. It is very essential, and it's for your benefit and the clinician's benefit to know the name of the medication you are taking. This helps us to know what to prescribe and what not to prescribe for you. Do not share medications. The medication you tolerate cannot be tolerated by another person. So do not take some medications and give that is meant for you and give it to another person because you think they have similar symptoms like yourself. It is dangerous and can be detrimental to the person you are sharing with. Know and disclose your other regular medications to your prescriber so that they will know what to prescribe for you so as to avoid overdose, and they will be able to advise you as necessary. Always ask your GP, your clinician in the hospital, and your pharmacist for the side effects of the medications you are given. It is their professional responsibility to share with you. God bless you. This is the end of our 15th Annual Believers Convention Health Talk. God bless you.
Sharing Christ, sharing life, Blessed Hope Broadcasting Services.